Make sure your back is erect, side cast down. The number one requirement for successful meditation is to meditate without any movement. If you can stay in meditation without any movement, then it is possible for your mind to calm down. And when your mind calms down, then it is possible for your mind to see the nature of arising, passing phenomena and liberate itself from craving and suffering. So the first step is to make sure that we make no movement during our meditation. So as we are sitting in a comfortable meditation posture, we can make the first determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. From now on, for 15 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. Let's allow it to be heavy and changing. We continue in this manner to the forehead, eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy. We continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy and changing. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, And we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy and changing. And as we give freedom to the body to be the way it is, we ourselves achieve freedom from worry about the body. Let's enjoy this freedom. Let's enjoy and observe this peace. Now let's share that peace with other living beings. We can start in our room. We will not force, we will not expect, we just allow all beings in this room to enjoy at least as much peace as we are enjoying now. May all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. Now let's expand our thoughts of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this city or village be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this continent be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings in the whole world be in peace. May I be in peace. So now let's radiate loving kindness for all beings, including ourselves. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Now, because the time for the sitting is finished, let's make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. And after 15 minutes of meditation, we take some more time in our place. We don't approach our cameras. And we take one more minute during which we enjoy the peace in the mind without any movement. Okay, very well. So we can move on to reciting the Refuges 5 Precepts. You can approach your cameras if you like. Well, Marinda, if she wants, she can join us. She feels, if she is ill, she can always keep her camera off. Any one of you, if you become ill next time, but you would like to join our class, you just need to inform me in the chat box. And I'll go, sir, I'm ill, so I keep my camera off, right? And then I'll say, yes, that's very good. And then you can join and you don't need to have your camera on. So that's my message for Marinda and everyone else. So let's move on. Today we will be reciting the 3 Refuges 5 Precepts in Burmese pronunciation. So I would like to ask everybody to unmute. If you are ill, you also do not have to unmute. That's for Marinda. Marinda is not coming out so far. Okay. So it is Burmese pronunciation, so be careful and try to repeat after me exactly as I am repeating, as I'm reciting. And I think from the next time, we may try without a paper. Today's the last time. Okay. Yamaha wadame down wadeta.
Amapante.
Aham bhante.
Aham bante. Aham bante.
Ditarane nataha.
Ditarane naha.
Bien satilan dhamma yasami.
Piensa Tilan Damaya Sami.
Anogahan Katawa
Anogahan Katawa.
Tilan De Tame Pante
Tilan De Tame Bante.
Anukampan Upadaya
Anukampam Upadaya.
Dutiyampi Aham Pante
Dudiyampi Aham Bante.
Titaranena Taha
Titaranena Taha.
Piensa Tilan Dhamaya Sami
Piensa Tilan Damaya Sami.
Anogahan Katawa
Anogahan Katawa.
Tilan De Tame Pante
Tilan De Tame Bante.
Anukampan Upadaya. We've lost connection. Is everything all right? Are we back? Okay. So I'll repeat it again because I've lost your connection. Anukampan Upadaya
Anukampa Upadaya.
Tatiyampi Aham Pante So again we have problem with the connection, so I'll make some arrangements and see if it gets better. Tatiyampi Aham Pante
Tatiyampi Aham Bante.
Titaranena Taha
Titaranena Taha.
Piensa Tilan Dhammaya Sami
Piensa Tilan Sami.
Anogahan Katawa
Anogahan Katawa.
Tilan De Tame Pante
Tilan De Tame Bante.
Anukampan Upadaya
Anukampa Upadaya.
Namo Tata Bhagavato Arahato Tamma Sambuddhassa
Namo Tata Bhagavato Arahato Tamma Sambuddhassa.
You can repeat 3 times.
Namo Tata Bhagavato Arahato Tamma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tata Bhagavato Arahato Tamma Sambuddhassa.
Bodhantaranang Gissami Dhammantaranang Gissami Sanghantaranang Gissami
Bodhantaranang Gissami Dhammantaranang Gissami Sanghantaranang Gissami.
Dutiyampi Bodhantaranang Gissami Dutiyampi Dhammantaranang Gissami Dutiyampi Sanghantaranang Gissami
Duriyampi Bodhantaranang Gissami. Duriyampi Dhammantaranang Gissami. Duriyampi Sanghantaranang Gissami.
Tatiyampi Bodhantaranang Gissami Tatiyampi Dhammantaranang Gissami Tatiyampi Sanghantaranang Gissami
Dadiyampi Bodhantaranang Gissami. Dadiyampi Dhammantaranang Gissami. Dadiyampi Sanghantaranang Gissami.
Very well. Tarana Gamanam Paripona
Amma Bante.
Panati Pata Veramani Tekha Padantamadiyami
Anati Pada Viramini Padantamadiyami.
Let's try it again. Panati Pata Veramani Tekha Padantamadiyami
Anati Pada Viramini Padantamadiyami.
Adena Dana Veramani Tekha Padantamadiyami
Adenana Viramini Padantamadiyami.
Kame Tume Sasara Veramani Tekha Padantamadiyami
Kame Sasara Viramini Padantamadiyami.
Mutawada Veramani Tekha Padantamadiyami
Mudavana Viramnike Padamadhyami
Dura Meraya Misa
Nayamasa
Pamadatana Viramanite Kapadantamadhyami
Pamadhatana Viramani Ekapadamadhyami
Ditranena Tadhen Piensatilan Dhamanta Dukanturakhitan Katawa Apamadena Tampadeta.
Mama Bante.
May you be happy, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Nice. Seems like we are getting really good with time. Now, when the recitation doesn't take longer than about 5-10 minutes, we will have more time to do some essential Buddhist discussions and practices and new things. Okay, so we had another chapter for reading today from the book The Teenage Brain. So let's go through it. Right away. So for today, Langhom, do you know which is the chapter that we are discussing today?
Chapter 10.
Chapter 10. Chapter 10, Hardcore Drugs. Okay, so Marinda, do you have notes from chapter 10?
I don't.
You don't, okay. Marinda, did you actually ever join us in reading the book? Do you have the book?
Yeah, I do.
You have? Until what chapter, until which chapter have you read the book?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Do you have your notes with you?
I don't.
Uh-huh. So can you bring them? All right. So, Melanie, can you read for us your notes from chapter 10?
Short of these, page 161. Short of these lethal and unpredictable effects, regular use of the drug has been found to impair short-term memory and learning, as well as the production of serotonin, vital to the regulation of mood.
Yes. Thank you very much. Amal?
Drugs like cocaine are perfect for brain temptation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's perfectly enough. Langham?
9 out of 10 addicts say they first used drugs before they were 18 years old.
Okay, thank you. So we're waiting until Marinda returns. Yes. So Marinda, can you please tell us until which chapter do you have your notes? And read for us the notes from your last chapter you have. So, Marinda, are you here with us?
I can't find my notes.
You can find your notes, okay. So, Marinda, do you think that if you search more, you will find your notes? Not necessarily now, but I mean, let's say today or tomorrow. Do you think if you search more, you will find your notes? Or do you think they are totally lost?
I'll find them.
Oops. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Your video has something happening.
I'll find them.
You think you will find them? Okay. So, Marinda, do you think you will be able to read chapter 11 until for our next class? And do you plan to come for our next class?
I will.
Yeah. Yes, you will. Okay. Nice. So, Lenghom, yeah, Leng, you've already read it, right? Aomao and Melanie. So now it's my turn. So, what about this one? 15% of all high school seniors reporting non-medical use of sedatives, especially the prescription drugs Valium, Ativan, Klonopin, and Xanax. Researchers at Rockefeller University found that adolescents exposed to OxyContin, the narcotic oxycodone, can suffer lifelong damage to their brains because of permanent changes in the reward system. So it seems quite a lot of people use sedatives, and when people use the drug called OxyContin, their brain changes and becomes damaged. Some teenagers believe that it is a very good idea for them to take antidepressants. And the reason is because others also take them. So that's not exactly a good reason, right? If everybody breaks their leg, does it mean you have to break your leg? Probably not. So in the same way, if everyone takes antidepressants, it doesn't mean that you have to take them. So that for me is the main takeaway. All right, so this is for this lecture. Does anyone have any question, anything you would like to say? Nothing to say. Melanie is gone. So let's see if Melanie returns. So Marinda, are you going outside today to watch the fireworks?
It's not New Year's Eve yet.
It's not New Year's? Oh yeah, that's right. So tomorrow, are you going tomorrow to see the fireworks?
I'll just watch from
Maybe
outside my garage.
you will be watching from your home. Okay, that's nice. Amal, will you go to see fireworks tomorrow?
In front of my house, there's like a neighbor who always does fireworks every year. So
Okay.
I'm probably gonna see it.
And do you join in that?
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Excuse me, it's pretty bad? Is that what you
It's
said?
pretty loud.
It's pretty loud. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Are you sure it's safe? Are you sure you will not get injured? Okay. Lengham, will you go to see fireworks? Lengham, where are you now?
I probably won't see it, but I'll hear it.
You will hear. You will not see. You will hear. Where are you now?
Like state or
Yes,
Kentucky.
you're in Kentucky. Okay. Okay. So you will hear it. What does that mean? Nobody is doing fireworks in your vicinity, but you will hear it from far away.
There is, but I can't see them. It's like out of my vision.
Okay. And you will not go outside to see it?
There's trees that block the houses that do it, so I can't see it.
Okay, okay. All right. Melanie, are you here with us? Seems like Melanie went to a bathroom. Okay, so I'll probably also not go outside for to see fireworks this time. I'm in Japan, and it seems that I'm in a tiny little village here in Japan. They call it city, but looks like a little village to me. And it's very peaceful in here. The place where I am is a little inn. They call it inn. But it seems that me and the owner are the only two people here who live here. It's a very tiny little place, and it's right next to the road. So I have cars going here and there right next to me. But it's good. I enjoy my visit in Japan today. The owner of the inn showed me the tea ritual, a tea ritual, Japanese tea ritual. So I hope to put it together in one video, and then I will share it with you. He's talking there about how the tea is prepared, and how do you drink it, and how do you appreciate it, and the variety of tea in Japan. So there's a lot of interesting information. So later, if you visit a tea, how do you call it? What do you call it? Tea shop? You know, a kind of tea restaurant where people just drink tea and talk, and that's all what they do. So later, if you happen to drink tea with tea professionals, you may like to know how to behave, how to follow some kind of polite behavior, so that you don't look like an ignorant person. So these are some interesting things. I visited some interesting places here. I'm in Nagoya. Nagoya is west from Tokyo. Nagoya is not a big or famous city of Japan in the world, but it is an important part of this country. It is quite far from Tokyo, and so there are not many people that I see. I'm hosted here by Burmese people who live here, who work here. So I will be going back to Vietnam 2 days later. Today we have Saturday in here. We already have almost 2 p.m. We already have almost 2 p.m. Saturday. You still have evening the previous day, because you know we are very close. Japan and the US are very close, but our new day starts and the previous day ends in the US, so that's why the difference is so big. All right. So Melanie, I asked everybody whether they will go to see fireworks tomorrow, but it seems nobody cares, and they will stay at their homes. What about you? Will you go outside and watch fireworks?
No, but I'm curious why you asked that question.
Yes, I ask it because I'm curious whether what is the situation, whether you go to see fireworks, or how do you spend your night. Usually when I spend my nights as a monk, and previously as a layperson, I hear the fireworks at night, And it may be a little challenging, to fall asleep because the fireworks are well heard usually there where I am. I mean, like very well heard, even until like 3 a.m. So I usually go to sleep at about 10 p.m. So you can imagine for 5 hours, I get fireworks into my sleep. So I was wondering whether you go to see fireworks and therefore avoid this kind of difficulty, or whether you also undergo this kind of difficulty. All right, so today I would like to share with you something about the so-called Eightfold Noble Path. Seems like we have plenty of time, so I can share with you something about the deeper Dhamma. We will move on to discuss deeper Dhamma in detail after you finish the book, The Teenage Brain. There are quite a few chapters, but I think if we go through one chapter every week, we'll have it done within a few months, maybe within 2 months. Is that possible? Let me see how many chapters it has. Well, it has just 17 chapters, so within 2 months we should have it done. And then we will move on to a huge book called Dhammapada Commentary. And in Dhammapada Commentary, you will start by the introduction, and in the introduction is already talking about Dhamma in a very interesting way. And then we will be looking at the commentaries, at the stories, and there we will be discussing a lot of deep Dhamma, deep and shallow, various kinds of Dhamma things that you may need to know, and things that you probably never want to know, but you will know them. So Dhammapada Commentary is a huge book. It has, I think, over 1,000 pages. We will be going through this book for maybe several years, but it is very worth it, because it contains perhaps all of the knowledge that you may ever need to know if you want to become professional scholars in Buddhism. You do not need to become professional scholars, but we will go through it leisurely and discuss it, and I will answer your questions, and we will see if there is something interesting in there. Okay, so Eightfold Noble Path. Today I would like to give you a little introduction, so that if somebody asks you what's an Eightfold Noble Path, or do you know what's that, so that you are able to answer in a few simple words. So before I start to explain that, does anyone already know what's the Eightfold Noble Path? Yes, Almao, can you tell us what do you know about Eightfold Noble Path?
Well, it's like some ways to achieve enlightenment, I think.
Yes, very well.
And it also contains like right effort, right mindfulness, right. I forgot some, but that's what I know from now.
Very well, very well. You've got two factors of the Eightfold Noble Path. That's pretty good for beginning. Anyone else has anything you'd like to add? Malini, have you ever heard of Eightfold Noble Path?
Yes.
And do you remember what you have heard of it?
No.
Nothing at all?
Unfortunately.
Okay. Lengham?
I've heard about it, but I haven't heard a lot about it.
Okay. And Marinda?
Yes, to like
Excuse me?
wisdom.
Excuse me, can you please talk louder?
It has to do with like wisdom, morality, and concentration.
That's right. It has to do something with wisdom, morality, concentration. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Would you know anything more about this connection, wisdom, morality, concentration, and the Eightfold Noble Path? Marinda.
Oh,
Excuse me?
in that for wisdom and morality and concentration. It's like parts in the Noble Eightfold Path that are like
So some factors of the Eightfold Noble Path are related to wisdom, some are related to morality, some are related to meditation, right? Would you know anything more about this?
no.
Okay, no problem. So the Eightfold Noble Path, that is the ultimate method to become enlightened, just like Almo said very well. So there are 4 noble truths: the truth of suffering, the truth of origin of suffering, which means that when there is craving, there is suffering, the truth of cessation of suffering, so when there is no craving, there is no suffering, and then the path to get free from craving and thus from suffering. So these are the 4 noble truths. First, truth of suffering. Second, truth of origin of suffering. Truth of cessation of suffering. And the Eightfold Noble Path. So the Eightfold Noble Path is the 4th noble truth, and it is the key to the freedom, to liberation from all suffering. And that is actually all for today, and I will continue on this. Let's see if we can have extra time just like we had today. I'm very happy about how we did today because we had some extra time. We could discuss fireworks, but we could also discuss the four noble truths a little. Melanie, we were especially discussing fireworks because you were gone, and I didn't want to discuss anything essential when you are not present. But Melanie and everyone, next time if you go outside for whatever reason, to bathroom or change your clothes or whatever, please send me at least a private message. I'll be back in a minute going to toilet or something like this, so that I know that what's going on, you know, so that I know, aha, okay, so you're coming soon or you're coming later. This is good for me, so that then based on that I can either devise a new activity, or we just wait for you. If it's just if you just say, oh, I spilled tea on my t-shirt, I'll just change it. Then we'll be waiting a minute or two. If you say I'm going to toilet, then we'll be waiting even a little longer, and so on. So it's good for me to know what's going on. You would do that in a normal class as well. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. The Four Noble Truths, I wish that you everyone copy it to your notebooks. So everyone, please take your notebooks and you can copy it there right away, and this will be the last point for today's class. You may like to add your date. Today is December 30, 2022 for as the date in your place. Make sure you write it on a new blank page in the upper left corner, and then under that just write the Four Noble Truths and these 4 truths. We'll be talking about it next week. Hopefully we'll have some extra time like we had today. I'm very happy what we did today. It was not much, but it was much more than usually we do. So as soon as you have copied it, please raise your Zoom hand. Okay, Melanie has copied it. Very nice. Oh, the Eightfold Noble Path has the first 2 letters capital, but hopefully you all realized and copied it right. Okay. Okay, very nice. So it was a pleasure to see you this year. Hope to see you next year, next week. That will be for chapter 11, right? So hopefully every one of you will find time and opportunity, enthusiasm, and energy enough to read chapter 11. I was very happy to teach you and share with you my knowledge and experience this year, 2022. I hope that we'll be meeting also in the next year. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be successful in everything you do.
Thank you, Venerable Sir.
Thank you, Venerable Sir.